at a late night club then called Tilapia. NyegeNyege has grown since then. In 2015, we had the very first NyegeNyege. It was a collective of organized music, a multi-day event, multi-stage event, and of course, NyegeNyege has always been promoting, contemporary music. We make primarily electronic music of African artists by African artists. After small festivals and editions in Paris, Amsterdam, Berlin, and over 500 shows around the world, NyegeNyege returns to its roots at the source of the Nile to welcome revealers from around the world to showcase some of the most exciting musicians from the continent. This year's theme is Back to the Source, and we're getting back to the source of the River Nile, we're getting back to our source as NyegeNyege, and we're getting back, to Jinja City. We're going to kick this off with the one Derek. Pick the microphone, and how are you? It's been a long time. Good to see you.
Great to see you, Jacques. Very great to see you. Great to see everybody here. Great to feel the excitement. I'm so happy that we're finally able to kick this off. The wait has been very long, and thanks to the mayor right here, thanks to our sponsors and our supporters, we're finally able to have this important day and announce to you the new site as well as the dates of the festival. And I'm just really looking forward to holding the best event we've ever had in the history of NyegeNyege. As you know, there's a lot of copycats nowadays, but that's also a great form of flattery. I'm glad to see that everybody is trying to follow in our footsteps, but this year we're really gonna bring it up to another level. Thanks to our partners, thanks to the community of Jinja, thanks to Busoga Kingdom, we're here together and ready to announce.
Right, we're gonna kick this off with 2023, we have Back to the Source as our theme. How did this come about? What is the meaning of Back to the Source?
Yeah, so as you know, the source of the Nile is a very important place for the whole world, I can say, as well as for the continent and for Uganda. And last year, we moved the festival to Itanda upon the invitation of Itanda Falls. And because of the roads, it proved challenging, and we really had to think, where did we start? And I'd had a few calls from the mayor here besides me before that, and he'd called me for, I guess, 2 years already, saying, but Derek, why don't you come to Jinja? We have the source of the Nile. This is the most important, touristic and spiritual place in Uganda. Why don't you come back to us? And so this year, we talked, we met, and we were welcomed with open arms, and we said, well, you know what? Why don't we go back to the source of the Nile, to the source of what NyegeNyege is about. It's about community, it's about creating jobs, it's about advertising Uganda to the rest of the world, and showcasing some of the most exciting East African and African artists performing today. So it was really exciting. Moreover, we had different partners come together, Source Garden Hotel, where we are right now, the people at the showgrounds, the people at the golf course, the people at Nile Park. So we got all these stakeholders together and said, let's organize this from the source of the Nile. And I guess it's also very important, the aspect of community. This is going to be an edition that is going to be co-organized by every citizen of Jinja. That means that every hotel will be filled, every souvenir shops will make business, every restaurant will be filled. We will use, Jinja youth to volunteer for the festival, to work on site building, to work on security. It's going to be really a family affair. And when I first came to Uganda 12 years ago, I moved to Jinja. I was working on projects, social projects in Masese and Walukuba. And I've always had, a very strong love for the city. And it's really my happiness to also move back here for the next 3 months at least, to oversee all the production, all the operation, and make sure that every Ugandan can be proud that this international event is hosted here. Every artist can benefit from the exposure and how this is going to raise their international career, but also see money flowing into the pockets of Ugandans, of Jinja residents, so that this is what a festival should be about. It's not just a party. It's also about bringing positive things to the community, people excited, and really trying to connect every dot so that we can party, but with a good reason. So I'm also really excited at the artists that we're going to bring to you this year. Today I've been told not to announce any names yet, but I can promise you big artists from Nigeria, from Brazil, from the UK, from South Africa, as well as of course some of our most promising Ugandan artists, some of the legends of Ugandan music, of East African music. Of course there's going to be a great emphasis on traditional music. Uganda has over 54 tribes, and each of these tribes has a story to tell. Each of them have their music, have their culture, and this is something that we're really proud of, and that makes Uganda one of the most exciting countries on the planet because of this diversity. And this is a diversity we wish to continue to showcase, and we're extremely happy about it. In terms of decoration, the theme this year, Back to the Source, is also the name of the site. We've labeled it NyegeNyege Wonderland. So expect a real fairy tale, expect, all your senses to be ignited. And, again, I want to thank you all. I'm going to pass on the microphone unless there's other,
just a little
other
bit.
questions.
I was letting you elaborate that one a little bit more because it's very important for not just people outside East Africa or in East Africa, but also in Uganda. We need to always get back to the source, and I love that you're shining light on that. I'm going to ask you some two-in-one question. Before I do that, the hashtag is Nyege23, just Nyege23 in case you want to post something out there. Nyege23 is our official hashtag. It'll be going through all the way to November. All right, so if you could elaborate on a two-day music conference preceding the festival, what are the goals of that event? What shall we be trying to achieve here? And as the festival's co-founder, what is your proudest achievements in the journey of NyegeNyege? I have a couple of those. I'd like to know yours.
Okay, well, I think these two things are tied, but initially, one of the main ideas behind NyegeNyege was to showcase Ugandan artists that weren't getting enough recognition, both locally and internationally. And as we continue to work towards, fortifying our industry, our music industry, we found that a lot of young musicians are still not very well aware of what it takes to take your career to the next level. Be it on promoting your music, distributing your music, earning from your royalties, touring internationally. There's a lot of these things that people need to know about. So this year, we've decided to add the sort of industry music conference components that will be open to the artists. We will invite the likes of Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Apple Music, a lot of the big players to come here and really try to motivate, but also inform, our musicians and the people in our industry. How do you become a booking agent? What does it take to become an artist manager? How do you distribute your music? These are all things that we need to do, because core to, the idea of NyegeNyege is that the cultural economy is very important. Today there's 45 million Ugandans, there's a lot of young people, and there's a lot of talented young people. But now, if the talent is not nurtured enough, it goes to waste, and this is why, it's very important for us to see that we see more Ugandan films, more Ugandan photographers, painters, sculptors, designers, musicians, that are really able to profit from this economy, and that, we go beyond the simple drink that we have at the bar, but also, really support, our local artists. So I guess that's really important for us, and I'm really excited to launch this this first episode of NyegeNyege Music Conference ahead of the festival. Then, my proudest achievements, I think, there's a couple of them, but when we talk about promoting Ugandan artists, today we've had this year about 500 shows internationally. Ugandan artists play in Japan, they play in Australia, they play in Europe, they play in China, they play in the US. And that is really, a big pride, because that means that these artists are able to live from their music. Let me take the example of the Nachibembe Mbere group. This is a giant xylophone that you see every year at the festival. It's played by 6 people, and it's here in Iganga. Well, for the first time this year, they were able to perform in Germany, able to perform in France, earn a living. When they go home, whatever they earn, it goes back into their village. It allows them to pay for school fees. It allows them to, purchase land and be more stable, and at the same time preserve their culture. So to mix the economics, the entertainment, with also the culture and being able to preserve our tradition, I think that's extremely, extremely important to us. and probably one of our greatest achievements. And I think secondly, I think, you know, the fact that you're all here today and the amount of people that have been supporting us through trials and tribulations, it's also been, you know, a great achievement, because, you know, as a foreigner, you know, it's also, it always takes time to sort of, you know, integrate into society and understand, you know, what's important in people's hearts and in people's minds, and be able to align to that, you know, not to bring something that is foreign to them, but to see, you know, what is it that you have and that we can grow together. And by seeing, you know, the amount of support that we've received, support from government, support from local stakeholders, support from the Kingdom of Busoga, you know, that this is really Uganda's pride, and I'm really, really happy that we've been able to achieve this kind of unity. I feel like, you know, as a country, it's very important to, you know, go beyond our differences and see that, you know, we're stronger together.
Of course, the dates. Ali just quickly mentioned it. Should we reveal the dates? So yeah, the dates for this year's NyegeNyege will be November 9th to November 12th, leading into obviously Monday morning, which counts as November 13th, but the official dates, November 9th to November 12th. The official venues are Source of the Nile, Nile Park, Showgrounds, Golf Course Hotel, and our partner hotel, Source of the Garden, Garden Source Hotel. And in terms of pricing, it is almost similar to last year, but there is a chance, I have to, you know, break it down to you, that we might be sold out this year. Despite, you know, the sort of engagement of the audiences, we just want to make sure that we have a number that we're all comfortable with security, comfortable with the venues. You know, we don't want to go too far to what we can't handle. So I really advise you, for 1 week, we're going to have the diehard tickets. There's going to be, you know, special prices, of course, for community residents, Jinja residents, Ugandan residents, and slightly different prices for our international guests. All of this is going to be available from today on. Check on information at www.NyegeNyege.com. Follow our social media. The diehard price is going at 120,000. That is 30,000 shillings per day. If we compare to other events that are about 150,000 for a day, we really tried our level best, despite, you know, the price of life going up, to make sure that this is still a reasonable price and people have 3 months to save and hopefully, you know, come in good spirit and make it the best event of the year.
With NyegeNyege over time, and you know, Ali, it's good to have you here.
Thank you very much, Okwiz. Thank you to all the media for showing up in big numbers. As Town Africa, we're super excited to launch the new season of NyegeNyege. You know, to be managing and producing this event is it takes a while, a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, and we're excited to get that going on again. We've been doing it for a few months, and just excited to be able to announce the festival is happening today, and you know, and start promoting it as we look forward to the festival happening in November.
Right. I like your cap. Are they online? Can people buy some?
They're available at the festival.
They're available at the festival.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. As a talent manager or as Talent Africa, how does it feel to, you know, to be a part of East Africa's leading festival, not only this year but over the years?
Yeah, we've been partnering with the festival for 7 years now. It's been great, you know, working together with the NyegeNyege team and all the partners, UBL, and all the other partners who've been there along the way. It's been quite a journey, and we're excited to start this new journey right here at the source of the River Nile in Jinja, together with the city of Jinja and the Busoga Kingdom. We're excited, yeah, we're just really looking forward to this new site, Nyege Wonderland. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's huge. It's probably about 50, 60 acres. You know, it includes the Jinja Showgrounds, the golf club, Nile Park, and of course the tourism destination, the source of the Nile. It's going to be amazing. Thousands of people are going to get a chance to visit the source of the Nile and Jinja as one of Uganda's premier tourism destinations.
Can you tell us about the decision to move NyegeNyege from Itanda Falls? I know we've done a couple of trips. We've even done a virtual concert before, a virtual NyegeNyege. So why do we come back to the source?
I think Derek already touched on that. You know, Itanda Falls is an amazing venue, and you know, it's just the accessibility was a bit of a challenge in accommodation. But I think all in all, it's a great place, and we would love to go back there, in the future. But right now, we're here in Jinja. There's enough rooms for thousands of people. It's very accessible. People can easily come from Kampala, Nairobi, Mbale, anywhere. It's very central, and Jinja has a lot to offer in terms of tourism during and things to do besides the festival. So people can come here and have make a whole weekend out of it, and be an amazing time.
Right, I like that. Please remember, if you're posting about NyegeNyege, the official hashtag is Nyege23. Remember that. Because we are moving locations, and you'll be going to Jinja Golf Course, we'll be doing Source of the Nile and the Jinja Showgrounds. How have you ensured that the logistics and production of this massive event will be catered for? Because I understand this is a lot of movement.
Sure thing. We've been producing the festival for 7 years, so we do know the logistics that are involved, bringing together a big site. Of course, teamwork makes the dream work. We work closely with all the different, UBL brands and agencies, the police, the RCC, the city. Everyone comes together, and this is it's a community event. Everyone's going to come together and make this great. Of course, there's a lot of planning and execution. We'll be coming to Jinja every week, or more often for the next few months leading up to the festival. Team meetings, basically all the usual stuff that we do behind the scenes to manage an event.
I definitely appreciate that. I'm thinking that the security of these other locations is going to have to up a little bit. Have you looked into that matter?
Definitely, we've looked into it very carefully. We have the RCC, Afande, who's here with us today. When we're going to work closely with the police, the UPDF, all other government agencies, and we're going to make sure it's a safe and secure event.
Thank you so much.
Let me just add on to this, that this year we will have 200 ushers that will be present throughout the sites, directly connected through WhatsApp to our headquarters and recognizable. That means
bringing great entertainment value for the revelers, but also creating opportunities for community, for industry. As you can see, the benefits that we get every single year from tourism. So we believe that it's very much aligned with what we stand for as Uganda Breweries Limited.
Can you a little bit share some insights into the distinct experiences that Uganda Breweries will be, hosting at this year's festival?
So this year, as has been the case in the past, we shall be leading with a couple of our brands. We have a big pool of brands that I'm sure many of you here enjoy in your spare time after 5 p.m. on work days and after 3 p.m. on weekends. But we have selected 3 brands, leading with Uganda Waragi and Smirnoff, and flanked with Bell. And these have been choicefully selected for what they bring to the table. NyegeNyege being a truly Ugandan festival, it's only right that we partner with we attach it to a brand that is as Ugandan as they come. Uganda Waragi since 1965, truly Ugandan, an ambassador of quality and excellence across the world. And through Uganda Waragi, we will bring excellent, vibrant, and dynamic Ugandan experiences to our audience, as was experienced in the UG Village last year. Then we'll have Smirnoff, the Smirnoff trademark, led by Smirnoff Ice, which is one of our most distinct products in the portfolio. Very energetic, very alive. We had perhaps one of the most engaging setups last year. If anybody felt like they needed a little bit of vibe, and not to say that the rest of the area was vibeless, but that was the place to be. And of course, Bell Lager, our heritage beer, chief of enjoyments, will be very, very present, ensuring that everybody has a great time in a unique way, only in a way that only Bell can. So all in all, we will make sure that we deliver something for everybody that we can all enjoy and go back and talk about with our friends.
Lastly, from a marketing perspective, what is the unique opportunities that NyegeNyege brings to you?
Okay, that I feel like I might have covered a bit of that in the previous question, but NyegeNyege provides a brilliant platform through which we can reach our consumers and Ugandans at large with not just our products, which are available countrywide, but unpacking the amazing worlds that these products stand for and immersing them into exactly what we stand for. So it will be a great opportunity for us to open that up to lots of adults who are seeking great experiences. But also what we will be very keen on is ensuring that for the duration of the festival, Thursday to Sunday, we are actively promoting responsible drinking, because it's very important that even as you enjoy what you have come to enjoy at NyegeNyege, you do so responsibly with our products. Last year, we are very proud to actually let everybody know that a total of 2,225 young adults signed our responsible drinking pledge, and this is testament to our initiatives to ensure that we are creating a safe environment within which our consumers can enjoy our products, and will continue to do so this year. Also ensuring that we promote moderation and provide hydration spots alongside our other partners.
All right. Hosting NyegeNyege Festival in Jinja is a significant opportunity for the city. How do you ensure, or how do you envision the festival contributing to the local economy and, tourism in the region?
Wow, thank you very much. My name is Kasolo Peter Alton, the mayor of Jinja City. I think you can see I'm feeling the vibe of NyegeNyege. I'm so happy that this time around I'm part of this whole arrangement, because I've been a revealer in the past, NyegeNyege, whatever. From the time it started at the Nile, the other side, I've been praying that it crosses and come to Jinja. I'm so happy that as a mayor, I now have the vibe fully under my control. And as Jinja City Council, when you talk about the economy, each one of us should know what it means. This is an opportunity to come to the people, because NyegeNyege pulls a big number of population that come to Jinja, more so international revealers coming from all over the world coming to Jinja. So it is a very big opportunity for our people. And this is a platform where I should take an opportunity to call upon every person living in Jinja to take advantage of this kind of gathering that is coming to Jinja. The hotel business, the food industry, the manufacturers, the border guys, and everyone who is actually attached to the business touch. So the coming of NyegeNyege is really an opportunity to me that it's going to keep us busy throughout the time we will be around. And I'm really feeling the vibe. I'm really feeling the vibe as the mayor.
Yes, we're also glad to have the speaker
Yes.
of the council here. So in a second we get to talk to him. But from the mayor to people coming to Jinja, what would you say to the people that are coming to Jinja for the very first time?
One, I want to assure the people coming to Jinja that you're coming to the most safest place in the world. Apparently coming to the source of life in the world. Because when you talk about Jinja City, you're talking about the source of the Nile. For those who have read about the Nile, you know how many countries these waters are flowing and crossing, and the life it is giving. Apparently, Jinja City is a mother of life to I don't know how many millions of people in Africa and the world, because this water is going into the Mediterranean Sea, which is actually spreading all over the other parts of the world. So whoever is coming, you're coming to the source of the Nile. Apparently, I want to urge everyone to come with at least a bottle, a jerry can, to come and at least pick some water from the source where it comes from. And of course, you're going to enjoy the other facilities that we have. When you talk about Jinja, you're talking about the Uganda's tourism destination. Apparently, very many areas across the country where we have those other tourism destinations, fine, they have struggled, but Jinja is God-given. The source. When you come to Uganda, apparently, even our traditional song, the anthem of Busoga, when you come to Uganda and you don't reach Jinja, seriously, you've not reached Uganda. So whoever is coming to enjoy NyegeNyege, you're coming to meet nice people. The Basoga are the most polite people in the world, so loving. You're coming to meet beautiful ladies. You're coming to meet handsome guys like Kasolo and the others. We are here for you, and we are so welcoming. the city is safe. We are new in making, and we are here to welcome everybody. Apparently, it's an opportunity that you've given us. When Ali came with his group, actually telling me about the coming of NyegeNyege to Jinja City, they were led by the speaker. I was like, NyegeNyege I can't discuss. I just have to grant permission because it's an opportunity. By the way, when I travel, I've traveled to some countries. Whenever I stand up to address people there, I've carried NyegeNyege as part of my name. I say I'm the mayor of Jinja, I'm the mayor of NyegeNyege land, I'm the, mayor of this kind of beautiful whatever sceneries. So it is an opportunity that we have it this time at the source of the Nile. Apparently, what people say about NyegeNyege, it is just it's a negative perception that they have, and these are just concocted stories. People just cook stories. By the sound of the word itself, it creates some negative something in people's minds. NyegeNyege. They think it is all about kwe picture. But like I said, I've attended almost all the NyegeNyege whatever carnivals that I've been around. And I have been at the center of enjoyment, because for me, after being, when I'm not the mayor, I'm a different person, and I do it to the fullest.
Yes, sir.
So, NyegeNyege is nice. It's a nice thing. Apparently, I've also been in other festivals, like when I was still on radio, we used to organize a Chituda Chabab FM. But in the first place, when people heard of a Chituda, and those who didn't come to attend, they went out telling people the negative about a Chituda. One day we say, if you go to that kind of event, you'll die from there because of the masses that come to attend. Some say they rape women from there. But I was at the center of organizing this event. The whole staff was nice. Just like NyegeNyege, for us who have been to NyegeNyege, we know what is there. In fact, when I'm coming for NyegeNyege, I tell my wife, I'm not going with you because NyegeNyege doesn't need to come with the official wife. I need to go and find, I find people there and we enjoy. Because this is fully enjoyment. And she has all actually been giving you permission to come to NyegeNyege. So I want to assure my people, abasoga, NyegeNyege ezira kiriyo kye mulowooza ekigambo mulyabule kyabo tukyenda kufaanana ebyaye nga tini kyekitegeeza. NyegeNyege kunumirwa. And the other thing I wanted to assure people across the board, that is Jinja, Busoga in particular, this is what we've been lacking. Exposure is very important in development. If you've not moved and traveled, you don't know what is happening on the other side of the world.
Yes, sir.
But countries that actually have developed, we have heard of the Brazil Carnival. Apparently, I'm one person who is actually putting some funds together so that in the next carnival, the Brazilian Carnival, I go and attend, because these are things that we should attend in life before we die. So, NyegeNyege, it is here, it is home.
Right.
Apparently, we should be the first people to come to NyegeNyege. I want to see the 3 million new Basoga to first come on the first day of NyegeNyege, and we fill up the place before these foreigners come to enjoy our thing. So, NyegeNyege is ours. We need to promote it. That is why Jinja State Council, I said, I'll even give the badge of Jinja State Council. Let it be Jinja State Council in conjunction with now Africa Talent and all these, what have you, come next. But it is Jinja City, purely. Because if Jinja is not in the lead, then who will lead this? And I want to thank Busoga Kingdom for always being at the center of promoting tourism. Without tourism, Busoga will not be known, Jinja will not be known. That's right. So we need to promote the tourism industry here so that we can be known world over.
Right. Can you please elaborate on the impact of hosting the renowned festival like NyegeNyege to the culture, and social fabric of Jinja?
Thank you very much. Now, first of all, ladies and gentlemen of the press, my name is Bernard Mbayo. Substantively, I am the speaker of this historical city. When we began to work with Talent Africa to bring NyegeNyege here, from the word go, I was positive that this was going to work, because many of you will understand that Jinja was probably the biggest industrial hub of this wonderful country. As time went by, we have agreed as a leadership to refocus Jinja as the #1 tourism city of this country. Now, that said and done, NyegeNyege, of course, comes in handy to try and fulfill our dream. I am extremely excited that the kingdom is part of this. I am excited that Uganda Breweries, as a beverage manufacturer, is part of this. I therefore sat down with my mayor to insist that we had to do everything possible to bring NyegeNyege here. Now, we all understand that this year's, or what makes this year's event a bit unique, is that Jinja City Council is the host. Our relationship moves away from the kind of relationship where we, Talent Africa or NyegeNyege comes and hires a venue, we give it to them and they go away. Ours is a partnership. We agreed that we would partner and coordinate all the other venues. Many of you will understand that I am speaker, but also a senior member of the golf club, and therefore we needed to have a couple of discussions as a senior golfer to ensure that the golfers would be convinced to let go of the golf course for those days to host this event. That we have achieved. We also understand that the showground is Jinja City Council land. 17 acres of this land is Jinja City Council land, and we therefore also had to have deep discussions with the showground to allow us to use these premises. Source of the Nile Gardens is a part of this, and we are happy that many other places have come on board. Now, we all understand the multiplier effect that comes with an event of this nature. We understand that thousands of people will come here. We know that we will, in those couple of days, will be able to almost double the population of the central business district of this city. We therefore understand that millions of dollars will trickle into the economy of this city. Now, as a part of leadership here, we had to ensure that this multiplier effect came here, and we are happy that we are now here able to launch this event, and we only pray that we move in a forward direction to ensure that the event takes place.
Thank you so much. This is beautiful, and I already feel very safe, even if they didn't mention the police, but the police will also be there. I feel safe that we're welcomed by people that own this home, and we're not coming, like you said, renting places. This is like getting into your actual homes, being fed by your food. We love it, and we love to see it. Our next speaker, Honorable Helen, did fight a very big battle last year. I was seeing her moving around.
The Lord Mayor of Jinja City, the Speaker of the Council, my friend Albai and Derek, our Minister of Tourism from Busoga, the media fraternity. I've seen the representative of the area member of parliament, Honorable Igemena Abeta, Madam Idris is here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darius Nandinda, the representative of the president, the RCC. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make only 2 statements in the interest of time. One thing is, a leader must, there is a Nyankore word that is okusaka, must hunt for his people. So the leaders here, I, the council, you can see the speaker here, we said NyegeNyege has been going across the Nile. That is now Wikwe district. Now the other day it was in Jinja, but then Jinja district. But this time around we said it must be in the city. So this is what we call Okusaka, hunting for our people. So there's no doubt NyegeNyege has come, and like other speakers said, we must guard it jealously. So you have our support as government. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember very well of recent when the president was addressing people on security. He said that I saw some RDC closing a bar. A type of an RDC that goes around to close bars. What is not monitoring government projects? So you know our president very well. He likes seeing younger people happy. Yavazukuru very happy. And that's one of the reasons when we stand and say, Mosei Tova Kumein. That's what we mean. The other day, bad people deceived our speaker. Discussions had started in Parliament that NyegeNyege is not supposed to take place. But you saw the Madame Nabanja, the leader of government business. She intervened very quickly. And of course, when you see Robin Nabanja intervening, of course, you know who is intervening now. From the background, this is the president who ordered and said NyegeNyege must take place. Ladies and gentlemen, I became very critical the last NyegeNyege of last year, 2022. I went to Itanda Forest 3 times. I was there. And I witnessed myself. So this notion of NyegeNyege is bad. This notion of NyegeNyege is immoral is wrong. It's a wrong notion. It's very bad. That's a very bad assessment. That's a very bad notion. And for that matter, as government, we embrace it because of so many advantages that it comes with to our people. Lastly, I'm a head of security of the city, but of course I don't work alone. This is a big thing. It is something of international nature. It's a carnival of international nature. We are going to work with all security agencies, so mayor, speaker, we are going to protect your people. We are going to all security agencies, the same way, the internal security organization, the external security organization, the CT, counterterrorism, the UPDF, the police itself. We are going to have a couple of meetings, and we shall make sure we don't have any bad people that will come and disorganize our peace. The members of my friends from media fraternity, I want to thank you that the last time, the last year, I saw your write-ups. They were very positive of NyegeNyege. They were not really destructive. I want to urge you to maintain that. And once again, you have the support of the city, the mayor, the city council, the security, the members of parliament. That's why you see the relative Honorable Igeme is here. The local people. So we are going to stand behind this, and it must happen in a very good manner. I thank you very much.